All right, what's up, people? I wanted to talk about something that I think has largely been going under the radar, at least insofar as my analysis goes. And what I want to talk about is kind of a multifaceted thing that I think is all connected. So, the first thing I want to mention is I want to say that I think there's being a lot of movement from atheism toward a religion, usually Christianity, but it could also be Islam. Judaism tends to be funny about converts, so we don't need to get into that. So that's the one vector. The other vector, I think, is just in general a distaste for atheism. It's kind of like they bit off more than they could chew philosophically, and they started just like getting on people's nerves with the whole, if you believe in God, you're an idiot. If you're a Christian, you're an idiot. I'm not saying the beliefs aren't idiotic. They make a little bit of sense in a certain kind of way. So once you get into that mindset, it makes perfect sense to you. But to constantly be browbeating motherfuckers, and then also this whole devolution of new atheism into this kind of like woke super project, so-called atheism plus. So now it's just a social justice / woke movement, progressive, ultra progressive, and I think I'm a progressive. Them motherfuckers are weird. That's all I'm gonna say. When you're in a room, let's say you're in a room with 50 people, right? 50 people. That's a modest sized room, right? Excuse me. If more than Now look, I'm excluding black women, because when black women get that cinnamon in their hair or they get the burgundy in their hair, that's not what I'm talking about. That's sister shit, and they ain't got nothing to do with this. You in a room with 50 people, and more than 3 of them motherfuckers got pink, purple, blue, orange, rainbow hair, then I'm sorry. We got an issue here. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on that. So you have this confluence of things, and what I think is ultimately going on is that culture war thing. It's like we're starting to divide our forces. It's like, all right, you guys over here, you guys over here. So you got a bunch of these prominent atheists, and I'm not going to name no names. If you want to figure it out, you can. That are all of a sudden just talking really, really good about Christianity. Like, okay, I'll name a couple names. No, I'm not naming names. Fuck it. Okay, I'll name a couple names. James Lindsay and Douglas Murray. They both say they're atheists, okay? Let me just put it that way. We're not going to even get into Jordan Peterson, because I think he is a Christian. I just don't think I don't think you understand what he means by that, because he doesn't mean the conventional Christianity. He means something more Campbellian in analysis, if you will, more kind of like myth as metaphor in another sense. So yeah, he's a smart guy. If you want to delve into how you can be a Christian without necessarily being an outright theist, although you still believe in a divine principle, etc. Jordan Peterson's your man. But anywho, I'm not really talking about that angle. I'm talking about other angles where it's like you have people that pretty much say they're atheists, but yet are real comfortable with Christianity, especially Christianity's influence on Western culture, which is undeniable, by the way. If you deny that, you're just stupid. Now, you can argue whether that was a good thing or a bad thing, and I think a lot of the people that are on the left are kind of having that argument. That's the whole cultural imperialism argument, which is another thing where it's like we're kind of starting to divide our forces a little bit. On this side, you have your capitalists, and then on this side you have your communists. And the communists, they're weird. They use a lot of different, like Black Lives Matter. That's the whole communist front. Antifa, that's communist. Actually, they're anarchists, by the way, but we don't need to get into that bullshit. Anybody older than 4 knows that anarchism is stupid. There's a reason that, like, once humanity figured out civilization, like the process of civilization, that we just kept getting better and better. So anarchy is just stupid. It's like, okay, you want anarchy? Can we get this guy a helicopter and like fly him over to that uninhabited island over there where he can go be an anarchist by himself? You know what I'm saying? That's how much sense it makes. But no, I'm saying I think the cultural war is starting to get kind of a little bit more defined, where it's like you got either strange bedfellows, people that normally would, like I say, hardcore atheists philosophically and theologically, but very pro-Christian historically and philosophically or whatever. Did I use philosophically twice? Well, just literally, like in literature or whatever, or artistically. So I don't repeat myself. But no, seriously. So I think you see those people, the people that value like great works of art and everything else, are lining up on one side, and then you have the people that are postmodern and think. And I know my book gets associated with that philosophy, but that's not what I meant. And it's so prescient because now that word is so poisoned. So I hope people get it wrong. I don't want people to have knowledge. People are already stupid. I'm just having too much fun watching them be stupid. So yeah, somebody's dividing up their forces because it's about to be on, man. But hey, you know what? I think the guns are pretty much on one side. So, oh wait, they're going to control the bigger guns. Oh, you mean they're going to infiltrate the government? They're going to infiltrate the fucking military with the woke shit? Oh, they already did? Oh, this is going to get fun. This should be interesting. I don't know. 2024. Watch what happens.